Hi everyone, I'm Michael Paul. In today's science video, we're going to investigate ramps. Ramps are very useful machines and they've been around for centuries. We're going to see some of the uses of ramps and do an investigation using ramps. But first, let's just check out this short clip. Well kids, that was interesting. Let's have a look at some of the equipment we need for today's experiment. So here are some things that I've got for the experiment today. We're going to need a track, but I'm not going to use the car track because it's flexible like this. And we want something that's not flexible. The word for that is rigid. So we want something that is rigid. We could use a piece of wood like this, or you could use a piece of pipe as long as the board can go through it. Out the other end. I've got my cars. This is a car, it's a plastic train. Decide which one I'm going to use. I've got some masking tape. I've got a pencil. I've got some measuring devices, so you can either use a ruler or a tape measure. I've got some scissors and I've got my good old Jenga blocks. So the aim of the experiment today is to roll the ball down the ramp so that it hits the car and moves the car along the table. But what we're going to do is we're going to change the height of the ramp. So I might start with 2 Jenga blocks, then go to 4 Jenga blocks, then 6 Jenga blocks, then 8 Jenga blocks. And as I add the blocks, the back of the ramp gets higher and higher and the angle of the ramp increases. Then maybe go to 10 Jenga blocks and run the ball down the track so it pushes the car along. Then what we want to do is find out if when we raise the ramp up, does it push the car further along the track? That's where we're going to need our tape measure and our ruler to measure how far the car gets pushed along by the ball. So let's set that up so we can try it out. So using some masking tape, I've put some tape here on my ramp, and I'll put some tape here on the table. And I'm going to put a line here on this one because that's where we want to start the ball every time. And I'm going to put a line here so that we can start the back of the car in the same position every time we do the experiment. So now when I put the ball down, it's going to be starting on the line, and then it's going to roll down and push the car along the table. Then what we're going to do is get our ruler and measure from the starting point to the back of the car and take our first measurement. Next, we're going to add some more blocks to the back of the ramp. I'm putting the start of the ramp right on that white line of the table tennis table, and that's set up ready for my next run, and I'll run the ball down, and this is going to be a little bit higher than it was in the first one. I'll run the ball down, then take my next measurement. And here we go again. I've got 4 Jenga blocks lifting it up now. I'm going to put the ball on the starting line. The car is on the starting point there. Here we go, roll it down, and then I'm going to measure how far it is from that line to the back of the car for the second one. Then I'm going to put 2 more blocks on the ramp, lift the ramp up even higher than it has been, put the ball on, do it again, and take another measurement. So that I do it for 2 blocks, 4, 6, 8, 10 blocks. I'm wondering if you can predict what kind of results we're going to get from this experiment. So kids, I hope you've enjoyed that investigation, and I've got a few questions to ask. What happened to the toy car when the ramp was raised up? Do you think you would get different results if you used a different type of ramp? I wonder what happens to the force of push when the ramp is raised higher. Well, that's the end of our investigation. Stay tuned for the quiz question. So kids, what is a cat's favourite colour? Purple. Thanks for watching. See you in the next science video. Bye.